Constructive analysis. Contrastive analysis, or CA, is a method to distinguish between we are needed and not needed to learn by the target language, or TL. Constructive analysis stresses the influence of the mother tongue in learning a second language in a phonological, morphological, lexical, and syntactic level. Constructive analysis of hypothesis, also called CA, in the comparison of the linguistic system of two or more languages, and it is based on the minor difficulties in learning a new language that is caused by interferences from the first language. Constructive analysis is a systematic study of language pairs to identify the difference and similarity between them. This method was originally used to determine language families. In 1957, Robert Lado laid the foundation for the use of constructive analysis in second language acquisition as a method to help overcome language learning difficulties. The main idea of constructive analysis was that it is possible to identify the areas of difficult a particular foreign language will present for native speaker of another language by systematically comparing the two languages and cultures. The word constructive is taken for the verb to construct, which means to set in opposite in order to show unlikeness, comparing by observing the difference placed face to face with the aim to showing dissimilarities and comparing by observing the difference. The model of language analysis by comparing two or more languages is comparative linguistics. The difference is that constructive linguistics in synchronic, that is the study of languages based on chronology or timelines by using the real data at the time. Constructive analysis aims to identify aspects of the constructive difference or similarities between two or more languages being compared. There are two kinds of approaches in constructive analysis, namely applied constructive analysis and pure contrastive analysis. These two approaches both compare two languages, namely the first and the second language. Applied constructive analysis aims to solve a pedagogical problem, while pure constructive aims to study language typology. Through this constructive approach, the particularities of each language will be obtained, and through constructive study, it will also be able to reveal and cultural the difference between the culture of the first language and the second language, have implication for the difference in language manifestation. There are four that must be taken to contrast the component of the two languages being compared, namely 1. Collecting the data object in question, 2. Presenting their comparison in the same lingual unit in other language through transfer, 3. Identifying a constructing variant that exists, and 4. Formulated the contrast in the rules. Constructive linguistics has two aspects of study, namely aspect of linguistic study and aspect of psychological study. Aspect of linguistic study are related to the problem of language comparison, while aspect of phonological study are related to learning difficult, how to arrange learning material and how to delivering learning material.